What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Dogecoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are, sitting at about 33 cents, 32.9 cents now, precariously placed in this nice little consolidation phase, right? You've got, I would call this a bull flag. I think that's fair. Looks like a bull flag to me. If it is a bull flag, and I think it is, from a relative low of this move to the relative high, if you were to measure it and do the measure move kind of standard procedure here, the target area would take you to about $1.15. And that is actually exactly in the area, ballpark in the area. I shouldn't say exactly, but give or take 10 cents where I think Dogecoin's next move is going to be, where I think Dogecoin will be by the end of February. And if it's not by the end of February, certainly I would expect mid-March. By the end of the second week of March, we would be above $1. Around $1.20 is what my thoughts are. So that's your measure move. Let's just keep a line there, right? Measure moves are ideas. They're not requirements. Just because your measure moves there doesn't mean you can't do this. At any point in time, you can move down. Doesn't mean you have to stop there. You could go through it. It doesn't mean you have to stop there. You could fall short of it, right? I'm just saying it's an idea. But these ideas exist for a reason. The expectation, the average kind of move that you see most of the time would be something around here, right? It's not meant to be a specific pinpoint move, and sometimes it is. Oftentimes it's the area, okay? So let's look for things that agree with this area. I want to start here with this relative high to low, right? You found resistance at your 1618, you found support at your 1272. Next move would likely take you up to your 2618. I like to think if you go to your 1618, you find support at your 1272, likely you do go to your 2618, which, hey, that's at $1.23. Right there, just above that white line there. At a minimum, I would expect 86 cents. Again, under the impression that you could fall just shy of this line instead of hitting it, or go just above this line instead of hitting it, but something in that area, right? 86 cents. You're at 33 cents now. 86 cents is your given minimum target, and I don't believe you stop there. I really don't. I think $1.23 to $1.15 is where you're going to go. And this is just by the end of February, end of March. These are not end of cycle predictions, okay? I want you guys to understand too, but before I continue on with this video, if you're one of those people who, whether you're new to crypto, maybe you're one of the people who's old in crypto and you've been saying this stuff, if you're one of the people out there that believes or has been saying that Dogecoin will reach a price of $20 or more by the end of the cycle, you got to stop, man. You got to stop, right? Let's come to the realization that you just got to stop that, because it's not going to happen. It's not going to. I would love it if I was wrong. I really would, but you've got probably until this line at the latest to go off the charts, literally, all the way up to, like, it's just not going to happen, man. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people think that we're going to go to 20 bucks because from a low here to a high, that's what you saw last cycle during the Elon Musk pump. But, you know, from this low here to the high, and that's 16 bucks. You're not going to see that, right? You're very likely not going to see that. That was an extremely bullish move. This here from a low to a high, you probably don't even see this overall growth this cycle, right? You probably see the smallest growth overall that you've ever seen. And why is that? Why is that? Let me tell you why real quick, and then we'll get into this stuff, okay? Because when Dogecoin came out, it was a joke. Everybody thought it was worthless and it would go to zero, which is exactly why it pumped. And then everybody was convinced, okay, this coin did an 8 move, it pumped, it's definitely worthless now. The owners, the founders of the coin sold out of it. I forget if they sold here, they sold there. They sold out completely. They thought they cashed out big. Disbelief. Nobody believed in it. It's going to zero. It's garbage. It's a joke coin. But it's the first meme coin. It's the best meme coin. And then Elon Musk starts talking about it. A billionaire, a public figure, someone who's infamous to some people and very famous to others, right? All around the world, people know about him and pay attention to him. And he was getting sued by the SEC for talking about various things, making them pump, quote unquote. He didn't make them pump, guys. He just talked about it. Other people made it pump. He just talked about it, right? And put it on the map for everybody. So wouldn't it make sense now that its whole life, where people thought it was just a joke, even when he put it on the map, even when people were talking about it, people didn't really accept it as like as a legit coin to invest in until the end of the cycle, till you're at the high, right? So wouldn't it make sense that when you've seen all this phenomenal growth, while it's happened, while people were in disbelief that Doge could merit to anything significant, that's exactly why you pumped. Now you have the whole world telling you it's going to go to 20 cents or higher, right? Do the dots connect? When the whole world was telling you it's going to zero, look at what you did. Look at what you did. But now the whole world's telling you you're going to go to $20. I don't think so. I don't think that means that you're going to move down, and I don't think that at all. I just think that the expectations are grossly misrepresented, okay? From a low here to a high, that puts you at about $4.30. That would be the same move here. And to be completely fair, I could see you moving up to $4.30. I could see that by the end of this cycle. I don't actually mind that as a target move. You absolutely could do that, but you might stop a little bit lower. If we look at this, we're going to get back to the analysis now. From a high to a low, you went all the way up to your 1.618. That was your cycle high to cycle low. Next cycle went all the way up to the 1.618 golden ratio. The next high here, come on now. Come on, get it there. Oh, that's close enough, whatever. The next high here, this low here. Let me get it right on that high though. Close enough doesn't count. You have to be very technical, right? You went to your 1.618, you found resistance there again, but your cycle didn't end until you went above the 2.272. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. So both cycles you went above your 1.618. So that, oop, my daughter's crying. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Whew. Where was I? Essentially, I'm sure I was leaving off on this topic of both cycles. We went above the 1.618, right? So from here, I would expect you hit your 1.618 at a minimum. Maybe not at a minimum, but that would be the expected zone, right? Because this, the 1.618 was not your minimum target, it was your ending cycle target. Here, you went to your 2.272, but I don't think you're going to go to your 2.272 this cycle. Just because you did that last cycle does not mean you are going to do it this cycle, okay? Last cycle, totally different dynamics at play. And also you can see it in the movement, right? When you started moving, you didn't stop. This cycle, it's a bit different. It's a bit different on all accounts, really. This cycle, we haven't seen a cycle like this for Dogecoin ever, right? This low happened here. Look at how long it took. High here, down to your low. That took 67 weeks. High here, down to your low. That took, come on, 114 weeks. High here to your low, that only took 58 weeks. So you moved up faster than ever. You moved down faster than ever. You've got more belief in you now than you ever did before. More people talking about targets that are astronomically higher than anybody ever expected before. Nobody was calling. People were calling for $1 last cycle. Nobody was calling for crazy stuff. I mean, $1 I guess was crazy last cycle for Dogecoin, but $20, it's probably not going to happen, man. It's probably not. I really do believe that by the end of the cycle, Dogecoin is probably going to be somewhere around $3.94 or even just above there, around $4, maybe as high as $4.30. You never know. If we're looking at the weekly RSI, it even stands to reason that Dogecoin could go a little bit lower from its current price first and then move higher. If it were, you're at about 33 cents now. Maybe you do pull all the way back down to 26 cents, or maybe you just hold support somewhere around 30 cents itself. Let's actually do this and then we'll wrap the video up, okay? I wanted to do this first, but I got sidetracked with all the long-term stuff. I'm out of breath, you guys. Oh, asthma sucks, man. I never knew. I always thought asthma, like, whatever. It's like the common cold. It's inconvenient, but whatever. But no, dude, I don't know. Maybe I just got a bad case of it, but it sucks, man. I feel bad for all the asthmatics out there. It's even worse when you actually do have a cold or like a sore throat or something, but which I have a sore throat right now, to be completely fair. But enough about me. Daily RSI, lower lows, higher lows. No, lower lows. Let's see. Slightly lower lows, sure. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's in this overall consolidation. It's kind of in like a running flat overall. If Dogecoin goes lower, the lowest I'd give it is it probably double bottoms at 26 cents, or it finds support somewhere in between, maybe at 30 cents or whatever. It finds support a little bit lower than these lows, if it goes lower. But I actually don't assume that it does. I think that you probably start working your way up, and then as you get above like 37 cents, that's probably when you start to really pick up your pace. Whenever you get above, let's actually see if we can determine this, high to low. Yeah, I'd say when you get above 45 cents, that's when you know that you're on your way in a very, very short amount of time. Because Dogecoin does like to move fast whenever it moves up. You're in a very short amount of time, you're going to move up to $1.20, $1.15, somewhere in that area, right? Yeah, that's the expectation. $1.05, $1.30, whatever, give or take. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I got nothing else for you. Thank you all for being here. I feel like whenever I went to get my daughter, that threw things off, but it's okay. I think you got the picture anyways. Gave you some short-term analysis at the end there and gave you the long-term kind of cycle ending stuff. The reason why I wanted to talk about that, I actually wanted to finish the video with that long-term stuff instead of starting the video with it, but whatever. It's not a script. We just go off the head, you know, right off the brain. So the reason I wanted to talk about that is I don't want to see people get left behind to become bag holders, right? Like last cycle, we topped off at 74 cents. Everybody was expecting Dogecoin to go to $1, okay? Now the disparity from 74 cents to $1 is a lot less than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about $4. Other people are talking about $20 or more, right? That's a big disparity. If you're expecting Dogecoin to get to $20 by the end of the cycle, guys, it's not going to happen. I don't think you have to pick up the pace, but clearly this cycle is already at a slower pace. You bottomed earlier than any other cycle, and you haven't seen new all-time highs relative to your low at a longer pace than any other cycle. It's moving slower. It's more constructive. And that's good. That's good for longevity. But odds are you're not going to get these quick sporadic moves. Dogecoin, when it does move, it likes to be sporadic and quick, but you're going to stop 33 cents now. You're probably going to stop around $1 to $1.20. That's all I got for you. If you like the video, hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.